You know the one about the bloke in the rainbow jersey and... Well, of course you do by now. Doesn't make it any less impressive though, does it? Hello and welcome to the Gruppetto. For the third weekend in a row, Tadej Pogačar was in Terminator mode. There was an old Fausto Coppi record there to be equalled, and in a way that had never previously been done. The venue this time was Italy, and the race of the falling leaves. The Giro di Lombardia, the Tour of Lombardy, the end of the cycling season. Would he do it? Of course he would. For the last time this season, cue the big montage.
It's history in the making, right here at the Giro di Lombardia. Here in 2025, history could be made. It's a Giro di Lombardia that's set up to be one for the ages. Quinn Simmons bursting out of this group and really stealing a march now. Mamma mia. Don't look down. That's that for Rafał Majka. One last effort, a salute from Tadej Pogačar. It's now down to the world champ himself to try and finish things off. Here we go. Tadej Pogačar attacks. Nobody can live with him. They all, otherwise, would get rather too close to the sun. Coppi has company, and it's Tadej Pogačar. The first ever to 5 on the bounce.
To win 5 times in a row, every time I start, it feels that this course, this race is really suited for me. And but also in the same time, I have such a good team around me that we can pull it off. And I'm big thanks to all the teammates. 7 years in a row, I say this is my best season far, and again I can say this is the best season so far.
We're running out of things to say, or rather we've run out of things to say about the style and incredibly impressive nature of the victories, so we'll let the substance, the numbers, do the talking. On his 50th and final day of competition in 2025, Pogačar notched up his 20th win of the season. 3 stage races entered, all 3 won, including a 4th Tour de France. 3 Monument Classic victories, a place on every single Monument podium this season, another 2nd and 3rd. That's something that's never previously been achieved. Now, 11,680 UCI points. What's that mean, you might ask? Well, if he were a team, he'd have more points than 10 of the 18 World Tour teams that exist. Remember, a team's points total is taken by its best 20 riders. He's currently the world's #1 cyclist. He might be the best there's ever been. Tadej Pogačar and the rest of us move on to 2026. This last week of the season proper began with the second of the Trittico Lombardo races, Coppa Bernocchi. Trips up and down the Piccolo Stelvio, nothing like the real one, you'll understand, and ending on the flat in Legnano. French champion Dorian Godon picked up Decathlon AG Desert's 25th victory of the season, just a few weeks before he leaves for the Ineos Grenadiers. Elisa Longo Borghini brought some rare Italian success to the Autumn Classics. The national champion raced sensationally to put away Demi Follering in Varese. The Dutch woman was sporting a brand new European Champions jersey, but the Italian national colours were worn by the faster rider in the 2-up sprint. Longo Borghini taking Tre Valli Varesine for the 2nd time in her career. Last year, the men's race was abandoned due to shocking stormy weather conditions. Tadej Pogačar had to play the role of peloton spokesman while that was happening. This year, he was back. The sun was out, and he resumed his more usual role of chief peloton tormentor. Yes, the Slovenian just rode away again, and that was that. A notable 2nd place going to young Danish talent Albert Widden of Lidl Trek. With most Italian racing this week happening in Lombardy, there was a quick trip over the regional border for Gran Piemonte. A strong break was eventually brought back. Then it was time to let the other rampant UAE Team Emirates star out to play. The Mexican leaves the Dutchman. Lidl Trek's experienced man Mollema is behind, and Isaac del Toro
much as he has been since the Giro D'Italia in May, is at the front and nobody can live with him. From Milano-Torino to Larciano, Toscana, Sabatini, Matteotti, Emilia last weekend, and now Piemonte. Glorious old traditional names taken by a man to move things on from his nation. Mexico for the first time has a winner in Piemonte. His name, remember it, Isaac del Toro.
When the breakaway has that much time and we don't have more riders in the group because they did all the job the whole day, I just tried to go as fast as possible in the steepest part, and it was the beginning, so I tried to go all in, and if I blow up, I blow up. I don't have nothing more.
Elisa Longo-Borghini and Adam Yates repeated their success from earlier in the week on not quite brand new terrain. The famous climb to Europa in northern Italy has been used at the Giro d'Italia on several occasions. Think Pogacar, think all the way back to Pantani. And now both the women's and men's field took on the new Trofeo Tessile Moda, the heir apparent to the old Trofeo Baracchi race. No two-up time trials this year, but two top riders winning again.
Yeah, it's been a good way to end the season. Obviously, yesterday in Lombardia was a super hard race, but yeah, we managed to win there, and you know, in the end, winning is a little bit contagious. So we were all super motivated today to try and win, and you know, luckily it was me. So super way to end the season.
Yeah, I think it's just a big honor to be able to climb up to Europa, where Pantani made history. Yeah, I hope this race will become a nice autumn classic.
The end of the French road racing season means Paris Tour, one of the old traditional races that's had both a shake-up of route and a downgrade in status in recent years. It remains, however, a sensational spectacle. In a link to its more traditional past, it was a two-time former winner who was here on the new route to make it 10 years after his first win on the old route in the French city.
They're trying to finish off each other. They're both on different sides of the road. They've got their own lanes to play with here, Brian. This is hilarious.
Yeah, they're coming back together now, but you know, that was a moment there, and any hesitation at all between both of these riders, and it could be curtains.
Woo! That was so close. That was nearly end of day for Thibaut Gruel. La Pera did the right thing, drifted over. That was a shaky moment for them. Shows you how much they're putting into this, Brian. It's going to be a two-up sprint. Here's the left-hander that I was telling you about. This is magnificent. They are nearly there. That's at 1,700 metres. They go past the Flamme Rouge in just a few moments' time. And this is now Gruel just thinking this is a magnificent opportunity. He's the quickest off the two. La Pera looked nice and handy. Bike handling skills there. You've just seen it described to you. And now the elbow flicks out, and he does indeed give him a turn. They want to hold the margin. It's only 10 seconds, as you can see. What a finish we've got here. Just going to come through the Flamme Rouge in 200 metres time. In about 400 metres, they have their last turn of the day, and 800 metres it will be, and then they have to get home. Oh, they're playing games.
Start. Yeah, they start. This is what they don't want to do, and of course, La Pera wants to put Gruel in front. He knows that he's the quicker of both of them. So this is nail-biting stuff for Decathlon and Groupama, because, like I said, any hesitation, it could be curtains for them.
8 seconds now, they're going to take the turn. I think they might get caught if this lights up behind them. What's Bissegger going to do? That's the big question. Is he going to... Oh, my goodness, they're going to get caught here. They've stared each other into the abyss. This is an absolute nightmare. Oh, they've been caught. They've been wound in. Talk about throwing it away. That is a nightmare. Maybe Gruel believes, even within this company, he can win the sprint, but he's got Christophe Laporte here. Here comes Bissegger. He's going to have to go long. He's a time trialist, not a sprinter, and of course he does, so he picks it up cleverly. I guess Gruel goes in on his back wheel, does it? Bissegger hasn't quite fully ignited just yet. Laporte's also here, so indeed is Albert Phillips, and I think my money's on the man from Little Trek here. He's keeping it nice and steady. He's in fourth wheel right now. He wants to follow the wheel of Christophe Laporte, but Bissegger's going to power this one home. Trentin's not finished either, and Thibaut Gruel's going to come through here. They split wide. Bissegger versus Gruel. Is he going to get it on the throw? Is he ridden clever here? Is it going to be Trentin? Dialing the clock back at the very last. The man in black. Oh my goodness! goodness, he's only gone and done it. That is fantastic. Matteo Trentin, 36 years of age. It's been a while since he's had something so magnificent as a win, and he's only gone and done it right here at the end of this season.
Matteo Trentin, you knew it deep inside that you still had what it took to win 8 years after.
Yeah, I mean, for a pretty long time. Imagine I won this race 10 years ago. Yeah, it's finally I can actually win a race this year. After the Tour de France, I was feeling really good. Finally, the legs were what it should be. I was a bit unlucky, and in Hamburg I got injured, then I had to wait again to come back racing. But yeah, finally I got it.
Binche-Chimay-Binche is the big finishing party in Belgium before the cycling mad nation then starts to think about the cyclocross. On the road, Jordi Meus's strong ride meant the crowd would get a home winner. That after Lorena Wiebes had beaten Lara Gillespie earlier in the day. There was further celebration as Italian rider Maria Giulia Confalonieri managed a podium in her final road race as professional before retirement.
On that subject, the professional bunch has said goodbye to several riders this week. Sanremo winner Arnaud Démare and Tour de France King of the Mountains Rafał Majka were the headline names. We wish all of the riders who pinned on a number as a professional for the final time a very happy retirement. For now, we're going to say goodbye as well. That was the final regular episode of the Gruppetto for this season. However, in 2 weeks' time, we'll know the route for next year's Tour de France. Remember, we already know that it begins in Catalonia. I'll then be here with the usual quick-fire Gruppetto look at it for you. Our Christmas special will be on air before the end of the year, slightly extended episode, and look out for that over the holidays on both TNT Sports and the TNT Sports Cycling YouTube channel, where if you haven't already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Next season's show will begin even earlier. I'll be here in January to preview the whole year, and as soon as the Australian events get underway, wrapping them weekly. So all that remains now is for me to thank all of you for being with us each and every week. It's been an honour and a privilege to meet here every 7 days this season. I hope you all winter well. Get a good rest. And how long is it to the Omloop het Nieuwsblad? Goodbye.